I really love anime, and one of the reasons why I like them so much is because the messages and most of them are really spiritually in tune. The writers, the creators, I can tell they're very spiritually in tune with themselves and just life. And I really love Dragon Ball Z. And those of you who have seen Dragon Ball Z, you will know that the character Goku, he's a very carefree he's a very carefree guy. He doesn't have a care in the world. He doesn't have any negative thoughts on his mind. He's very little impacted by negativity on his mind. It's like he's naturally in this flow and just in tune, just cruising along. And he becomes the strongest fighter in the universe. And it appears as though he's never even trying. He has no structure. He has no really formula or anything. He doesn't even want to hurt anybody or kill them. He fights for the sheer pleasure and the love of it. And so he's just in this natural flow, just loving life. And he ends up becoming the strongest fighter. And I think that's just incredible. And I love that analogy of just peace and flow and just doing what you love to do. He does it. He fights to test his own strength for the pure thrill of it. And then you have the character Vegeta, and I love Vegeta as well. And it's really interesting to me because he's much more in his mind than Goku is, and he's scarred for like eternity from their first encounter where he's defeated by Goku. Um, Vegeta is the kind of person who worked really hard his entire life to obtain his strength and his achievements, and he's very proud of them. And then here's Goku, who hasn't even tried at all, who's like technically a lower class warrior than he is, and yet he surpasses him with ease, like without even trying. And Vegeta's like very structured. He trains for like 7 years straight in this intense chamber, just like killing himself to get stronger. And he never obtains his goal. And to me, that's just like the most profound analogy of working hard, just really like working hard is in just really just busting your ass to achieve your goal, and then being in tune with the natural harmonies of the universe where it feels like you're gliding, you're not trying at all. You see, it's what I've discovered is working hard is it's all a mind based thing. It's the mind that tells you you have to get up in the morning and you have to go to the gym to obtain a certain level of success or to look good, or else you won't be acceptable, or you have to eat this certain way or this diet. It comes in as like worry, all these thoughts of worrying, and it almost just like attacks you. At least that's how it was for me. And for quite a long time, I was almost enslaved to my mind, going by what my mind said. Like thoughts of worry would come in about working out and needing to have more muscle mass and things like that, so that I could look good and show off my body and things like that. But none of that even matters. In fact, none of that is even who I am or who any of us are. Any of those thoughts of worry or concern like that, because I believe we are all source energy. And source energy is pure positive goodness, anything good, just everything that feels good. And so the mind is like coming in trying to tell you, you gotta do this, you gotta do that to be great and have this greatness, these feelings of greatness, have all these great things, when you already are that. You already are everything you've ever wanted to be. You already are it and you already have it. And by stepping out of the mind, the enslavement, and just being aware of it, just being aware, like, okay, that's just my mind running, you can be free, and you can be the pure positive source energy that you truly are. It's who you really are. Freedom is your birthright. And I see a lot of people in the world enslaved almost to their minds, and it's definitely it's a growth process, and it's a very exciting and a very rewarding one to to be free from that and truly feel like you don't have to do any of that stuff unless you want to, unless you feel to. And I feel like that's the secret. It's all about tapping into that flow. When you're in the flow, it feels like you're moving with such elegance. It's almost unreal. It feels like, is this real? Like, there is no effort applied. Is it really this easy? And so it can be a challenge. Especially for me, I grew up with like um almost just like kind of like an environment of, about working hard and just total commitment and just obtaining that goal and that dream no matter what. And it can be a lot easier. Um, you can work really hard and you can absolutely obtain your goals. I think a lot of great people like Arnold Schwarzenegger is all about the work ethic, and obviously that worked for him. You can do that and you can slave away and you can totally kill it. But it feels like, especially in this day and age, there's like a level that's like even beyond, um, to where it just feels like you're just you're just totally just gliding, and it's just profound. Just the feeling is truly undescribable. It's like you don't even realize what you're doing because you're so in it. You're not. It's just truly indescribable.